I feel like I'm really close to the camera. I don't know if I am, but I feel like I am because I have a different setup again, because over there's where I was working earlier and I didn't feel like putting it all together. So I just moved it over here to my desk. You can see my stuff behind me. Ooh, look, I'm not looking up so you can see my double chin. I'm like the most paranoid human being when it comes to being on camera, but I do it because you do things scared sometimes, right? Right. All right. So is that Sierra? Hello, Sierra. I haven't seen you in like 100 years. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm crafting. That's what I do. I love to craft. I was so happy to be able to find something that I can do with my own time. That doesn't include dishes. And Sierra knows what I'm talking about. Let's see. I'm going to share this now to my group. All right, share in my group, which is going to be Chalkaholics. So if anybody out there is interested, I just posted a whole bunch of videos and bundles together so that people can get deals in my VIP group. Now, I finally got my act together and put that on there. Okay, so I'm going to be working with Squeeze the Day today. Squeeze the Day on a plaque. And I had an idea. We'll have to see. Last time, my ideas didn't work so hot. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I need to, maybe I do need to plan a little better as opposed to just winging it the way I do. Winging it the way I do. Sierra, say hello to me because I still see you there. How is life in the world of Wegmans? I'm believing that you're still at Wegmans. I'm not at Wegmans, but I'm believing that you are. I think that you are. And Sarah Banana. All right, I have to share this now to my page. So, not that my new little page has too much going on. Ugh, I can't stand this. I don't want to have to keep giving you my profile. I know, I need to deal. Self-conscious people shouldn't do lives. Is that what the moral of the story is? Okay, so, oh, I see my hair is cut. I got my hair cut and it looks so short that way. Okay, anyway, so here I am, and I have this really cool transfer that I want to mess with today. And it's called Squeeze the Day. And at first, I wasn't really into it. I was just like, whatever. And then I worked with it, and I fell in love. I fell in love, okay? I really did. Because I didn't realize, most of the times I don't realize that the transfers, that Chalk Couture transfers are as big as they are. And so sometimes I'm like, meh, and then when I get them home, I know that in my head it says it's 12 by 18, but my mind goes to that's math, and I don't do math. And so I just did it. I never ever figure them to be the right size. I don't know why. And so when I got this, I was like, oh my gosh, it's big. And it's supposed to be done like a wreath. And so the way it works, hi Jennifer, thanks for stopping by. Okay, so the way it works is, it's really cool. Okay, so this is half of the wreath. And so when I got it, I was like, oh, okay, it's big. And it fits on our 18-inch round boards, all right? So I thought that was cool. I was like, okay, I'm getting that. And so what Chalk Couture did is they put these little marks on here. So when you make these little marks and then you flip it over and you chalk this side, then it's perfectly even. And then there's the branches that go on. I think the branches go first, but it's the same concept. So if I were to do this one and then I had these marks, then this would line up perfectly with that. You see, it's really kind of cool. So the first thing that I did, hi Shannon, thanks for stopping by. The first thing that I did with this, and I fell in love. Okay, so get ready. I was at Target like forever ago. It wasn't after Christmas. I don't remember what it was, but they were getting rid of or putting on clearance the stuff that is Joanna and Chip Gaines. So their company is called Magnolia, and the stuff there is called Hearth and Hand. All right. And so when I was there, I found, oh my gosh, the deal that I found on these things. I have a trunk full of them. And so this is what I did with my first Joanna Gaines. Check it out. Okay. This is a big, beautiful, gorgeous tray. I mean, this tray, it's metal. It is so, so pretty. And when I did Squeeze the Day on there, I fell in love with it. I thought, oh my gosh. So I am going to do this tray on a tray. That's what I'm going to do. But I just, isn't this just the most darling? I just love it. It's charming and darling. And I don't know what other use to use for it. This is sprayed with clear spray, so it can be used as an actual tray. It can just sit there and be pretty. Why would you want to put anything over that? All right, so I have made a couple of these. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for stopping by. I made a couple of these with different ones. I put the chickens on here that I'll show another time. But when I did this, I just could not believe how beautiful it came out. I was so happy. All right, so I am going to have some of these for sale at the craft show in Oliphant. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oliphant? Somebody correct me. It's like trying to say Wilkes-Barre. I can't say it. On Sunday in Oliphant at St. Mary's, there is a craft show. It's a craft and vendor show. And it's the first one that Irene, I think her last name is Donnelly. It's like her first ever vendor show that she's putting together. So if you are over in that area, you need something to do. It's not too far from where we are. It's like 40 minutes. You can stop over, and I'm going to have these, and I'm going to have the capability of buying the transfers to make this yourself. And I'm going to have some of the trays, and it's going to be fun. Okay, so now I'm going to show what I'm doing. Hi, Donna. Thanks for stopping by. What I'm going to create with the Squeeze the Day. I wanted to see if I could do something a little smaller. All right, so I did that. Put that over there. And I don't know if you remember the other day, I spent time and I was waxing a bunch of surfaces. So I can't wait to do the canoe paddle. The canoe paddle came out so good, guys. I'm just so excited. So I'm making myself not do it yet because I want it to be more like a Father's Day thing, because this is like so much fun. And you can get a little kid can make one of these for their dad, or I can make one for you and I could put the dad's name on it, or the son and the kid's name, whatever it is. And I'm going to put those up in the local for sale swap and shop places. Swap and sell. And so I'm going to put them in there, and that'll be, I'm like mind blown at how wonderful these came out. So I'm going to put this, the Squeeze the Day onto this. And I was so happy when I saw that it fit. All right. So now you know what I have to do. I have to turn this camera around. If you get motion sickness, like look the other way. All right. Cause here we go. Turning it and turning it down. Well, that was the least offensive attempt at that. Oh, I'll take my words back. I don't know. Here's my transfer, and here are my leaves. All right. I don't know how many leaves I can get on there. I wonder if I need another light. Let me just put another light here. I don't know if I'll be able to get the leaves on there, but we'll see. I just knocked my tray over. I'll move it to the side so I don't kick it over and ruin it. That would be very sad. All right. I don't know if this light is making it better. I think that it is. I think it is. Well, I'm going with it is. Sometimes it glares because it's a shiny, it's a shiny surface. So sometimes it glares. Okay. I just want to straighten this out and see where we are. All right. I think that's good. Okay. So I'm sorry that it's at an angle. Oh, maybe I'll just move it this way a little bit better. I don't know. That's the best I can do. It's the best I can do. I'm sure it's fine. As long as you guys can see where I'm working, I'm sure it's fine. All right. So I did wax this with finishing wax. All right. And I buffed it so that the finishing wax comes off and just gives a really nice surface to work on. And so it's going to help not completely stop the transfer from sticking, but it's going to help the transfer from not over sticking. All right. And the reason I'm using this is just to show that you can use the most, hi, Allie, thanks for stopping by. You can use any kind of surfaces that you pick up. I picked this up at Walmart. And so if you're in Walmart and you happen to see this, it was like so cheap. But sometimes you don't need a big expensive surface, especially if it's only a seasonal thing, I mean, I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool to put this on here. So this says Squeeze the Day, and I am going to peel the back. Remember, we always peel the backing from the transfer. And in case anybody is new and does not know what Chalk Couture is, I will tell you. Chalk Couture is a brand new direct sales company, and they have developed silk screen, adhesive back, reusable and washable transfers. This is not a stencil. There's an actual silk screen in there wherever you see the opening, just the same way that they make t-shirts. And then this will adhere to just about any surface. And we use Chalkology paste on it, and the Chalkology paste will leave this imprint on whatever surface. It will dry completely hard. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for stopping by. It will dry. Oh, did I say hi to Rebecca? I think I said hi to you before. I'm sorry. Well, you got a double hi today. The paste will dry hard, but it won't rub off like traditional chalk. But if I wanted to, I could wash it completely off any non-porous surface. So that's what makes it so fun. Same transfers are used with our Couture ink, and you can use this stuff on fabric, which is so cool. I have done t-shirts and pillows and all kinds of fun stuff. What I'm doing now is fuzzing. We put a little bit of lint on the transfers because we don't want them to overly stick. If they stuck too hard, when I go to peel it off, it will stick and it can stretch the transfer. And we don't want to stretch the transfer because when we stretch it, then it becomes stretched on the inside by the transfer, by the opening, by the silk screen. And when you go to use it again, you can't because it'll bleed. Because it's a fabric, it can't go back. It can't go back into shape. So that's the English I'm trying to get out of my mouth. It's Sunday. It is what it is. All right, so I invited a couple of people, and now we're ready to go. All right, so I have put some fuzz on the back of this. All right, and you can do it a couple of times. It's sticking to my light there. Do it a couple of times. If this was a brand new transfer, I would do it a lot more. But I've already used this, and so it's a little bit seasoned on the back, so you can see a little bit of fuzz. Now I am just going to center it onto the surface. I'm thinking that this is going to be really, really cute. Just want to have it kind of even there. And I want it as far up, as long as the top and bottom letters are not going off the board. And I think it's about the same distance. All right. That looks close enough, huh? Okay, so now I'm going to press it down. I don't have to press it too hard because this is a smooth surface, so it's going to stick really nicely to the smooth surface. What I want to make sure that I do is take out any bubbles. All right, so I'm just pressing this out to make sure there's no bubbles. Any bubbles around here, and what will happen is the paste will ooze under it and give you bleeding, and that will not look good. We don't want bloody squeeze the day. So I'm doing this in just bright white, nothing fancy for the words, because I'm going to use the other paste that I have to make it colored. So here we go. Plain white paste, right? And I have my bucket of squeegees. This is like my squeegee bucket. You can never have too many squeegees in this world. All right, this is our small size bucket. This is white paste. I'm just going to give it a quick stir. Cute little stir sticks that help us to give... They work really well with the jars of paste, really, really well. And if you mix colors, if you want to make a custom color, which I'm going to do when I do the limes, I'll show you how that's done. And these little sticks come in handy. They say that these sticks are disposable, but I don't dispose of them. You can even take them. I've seen some designers take it, and instead of scooping the paste onto the squeegee, they put it on here, and then they just put a little dollops there. That works real well, especially if you're using bigger transfers, because the bigger transfers just take, it doesn't necessarily use a lot of paste, but what it does is you have to have it spread out more, so that just makes it a little bit easier. All right, I like to hold the squeegee on the letters, 3 fingers, thumb behind to make it stiff so that I scrape it down. Okay. And it's just this easy. So I'm just standing it up, pulling that down. As I get further down, it picks up the paste. And so I'm just pulling it down, and you'll see I put a lot of it back. Okay. All right. Oops. See an air bubble there. I don't know why that is. Air bubbles in the letters. Oh well. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna scrape the extra and scrape it back into the dish, into the bowl. All right, now you want to work kind of quick because you don't want it to dry in the transfer. If it did, it won't mess up the transfer, but it'll peel it off as you peel. Oh, look how fun. Oh my gosh, look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I just have a tub of water over here. I'm just putting the transfer in a tub of water. That's how easy they wash off. You just wash it off like it's nothing with some water. Nice. Okay, so now I get to decorate it, but I don't want to have to worry about it being wet. So I'm going to use a handy dandy blow dryer on cool to dry this. So it's going to be noisy for a second. All right. Hi, Linda. Thanks for stopping by. Give me 1 second. I just want to dry my squeeze the day. So I just used a blow dryer on cool. Notice I have a little chip there. I can just color that in with a marker, actually. I dried that off, and now I don't have to worry about when I'm messing with the other transfers if I touch it, it's not going to smear. All right, so what I want to do, and again, this is like me experimenting. I want to put like a leafy thing somehow. I think I want to put one here and then one here, because then I can put the leaves and then I can put some oranges and lemons and limes. All right. So I am just going to fuzz this part that I'm working with. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. Move it up. All right. I'm just going to be fuzzing this part. And this really isn't going to take that long. It's kind of a quick project, even though I'm thinking in my mind's eye, it looks like a really cool, pretty project, but it's not going to take long at all. I should have set my timer because my goal is to do these in 20 minutes or in a half an hour or less. So we'll have to see. Okay, so here's the squeeze the day. Now I just want to line it up kind of, I don't know, I think I want it this way, right? I want that to kind of go into the words, kind of, sort of. All right. All right. I'm thinking that that is going to do well, because I'll still be able to put some leaves on it. And I don't even know if I'll put one on this side, but I'm definitely going to have this here. All right. So that is my branch. So the branch needs to be brown. And of course I left the brown way over here. I'm just going to go over here and pick up the brown. The brown that I have actually is lighter than the bark that they sell online, because I mixed in some with white, because with the darker colors, the lighter colors work better. So I made this a little lighter than our bark just by putting some white in it, because, you know, Chalk Couture is cool like that. You can do that. This is our new fuzzing cloth. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. So cool. Very convenient. Again, the paste just needs to be stirred a little. Look at that. Consistency of cake batter or yogurt. A little flowy. So I go cake batter and regular non-Greek yogurt, I guess, right? And I just have my bucket of water. Okay, so now I'm going to use a mini squeegee. And it's small, so I'm just going to scoop up some paste here. So, how was everybody's weekend? The weekend went by so stinking fast in my mind. In my mind, it went by fast. I got to hang out with a really good friend yesterday. We haven't hung out in like forever. And so, I was out and about yesterday. And that was kind of fun, even though it was cold. Boy, Friday, the weather here in northeastern PA was just gorgeous. It really was. I'm just scraping the extra paste off of there, putting it back in here. All right. I'm just going to peel this off real easy. Look, look, look. How cool is that? Oh my gosh, that came out so nice. All right, I'm just going to lay that back. I don't have to worry about washing this right away. If it was ink, I'd have to wash it right away because the ink absolutely will mess up your transfer. It'll dry in the transfer part, the silkscreen part, and you won't be able to get it out. So we want to avoid that. And so as to be sure that that doesn't get messed up, because it came out so nice. I don't know if you guys can see. The transfers have those little openings in there to make it look like an actual branch, which is kind of neat. So I'm going to dry this real quick. Hold on. That's that. And if you are watching this on the replay, you could be either here or on my YouTube, the YouTubes. I do have a YouTube channel that has all of about 5 videos. And I'm okay with that because it's 5 more than I had the last time. 5 more than I had at the beginning, right? All right, so I'm going to pull this up. I don't know how this is going to work because the curve is going... This is going that way, and the curve is also going that way. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to use this small part here. Because it's a small surface, I think that's going to work out okay. So if you're stopping by, say hello to me. Type in hi. Give me some thumbs ups and hearts because Facebook loves when people give thumbs up and hearts. People really love when, Facebook really loves when people comment. And they super love when people share. I'm doing Squeeze the Day. And I had shown just a few minutes ago, if you're coming a little later, this is the beautiful tray that I made with the Squeeze the Day. I fell in love with the transfer. I didn't think I was going to like it, and I did. And so now I'm putting on a small plaque that I picked up at Walmart. Just to show that Chalk Couture is so awesome, you can use it on inexpensive or expensive or our mid-range surfaces. Our surfaces are not expensive. It is affordable. It is fun. All right, I'm going to angle this myself. I think I can do that. If I angle it that way. I just don't want it. Oh, but look how nice that looks. All right, I think that's going to work. All right, there's the corner. Oh, look. Fits right up there. Oh, that's kind of neat. Neat. I don't know if I'll put all the leaves over there, but that is kind of neat. It works. Let's see if it looks good. Because sometimes in my mind's eye, looks very different than what comes out. Like the pink pickup truck fiasco. If you guys ever saw, I did a pink on pink pickup truck, vintage truck, and it just was, it did not look the way I thought it was going to look. And so here I am. Now I want to... I'm going to avoid this branch that goes across. I'm going to see if I can manage that. Speaking of manage or mischief managed, my amazing husband bought me the new Harry Potter. And if anybody knows me, you know I'm a big old Potterhead. I am like the creepy Emma Watson stalker. I adore Daniel Radcliffe, and Rupert Grint is one of the funniest kids on the planet. I know he's like almost 30, which I am in denial about, but he's still Ron Weasley to me. All right, let's see how this went. Let's see, let's see. Did Donna done good? Let's see, let's see. Look how cute that is coming out. Holy bananas. All right, I'm just going to lay this down here. I'm going to put this over here just to get it out of the way. I don't want it to be a thing sitting there getting in the way. I'm actually pulling it off the transfer and I'm just putting it on a towel that I have here because I want to be able to clean it off easily. Easily. I'll be right back. I'm just running a little bit of water on the transfer just to, because it's kind of a lot of paste on there. And again, it's not going to do anything, but it just makes it harder to clean it later. So I'm trying to avoid work. Isn't that what we spend half of our life doing sometimes? Trying to avoid work. All right. You never ever want to leave your transfers sitting on a towel or anything, or fuzzing cloth sticky side down. You want the sticky side always facing up. All right, I'm going to dry this again. Now, here's the tricky part. Let's see. I want to put some leaves on here so I know that this is going to fit there. Whether I put all of them, whether I color in all of them, remains to be seen. We'll see. All right, so here, I'm just pressing it down and peeling it up. Again, this one was used before, so I'm not going to be overly concerned about fuzzing it. And this was treated with finishing wax, so you can see how nicely it lays onto the surface, but it doesn't stick so hard that it presents a problem. Now here comes some gestature. I'm just going to turn this way because the transfer, can you guys still see it? I think my camera is facing kind of over that way. All right. I know that these leaves are going to fit on here, but I just don't know if I'm going to use all of them. All right. Let's see. I know also that it doesn't need to be exact. I just want to have some leaves there. I think it has to go that way. I didn't use my little marks. Oh, I didn't use my little marks, so I'm not exactly sure where it needs to go. But again, I'm thinking it doesn't have to be that exact. Oops, I could totally be wrong. That has happened before. All right, those leaves are there. Let's see, they are about there. All right, that's what I'm going with. Now I'm looking under here to see. Nope, I want this to move up a little bit more. Need you to move over. Come on, a little bit more because I want. See what happens when you improvise? I'm not exactly sure how to do this. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, there we go. I'm thinking that that's going to be okay. All right. Well, that's what I'm doing. The cool, awesome thing about Chalk Couture is if I hate it, I will wash it off and I will do it again. Okay, so I'm going to use this lighter green on the leaves because from my memory, citrus leaves happen to be lighter. All right, so you can hear the bubbles. Ooh, bubbles. This is the new parakeet color. Oh my gosh, it's so bright and fun. I was having so much fun with the spring colors. Hey, I was so excited because I found out, and I did not know this about my company, that sometime in April, a little mini catalog comes out with like some summer stuff. I had no idea. I am so excited about that. Now we have some summer stuff already in the catalog, Live Life in Flip-Flops and Summer is My Happy Place, but seriously, I was very excited to see because I'm still messing with all the new stuff they gave us last month. That was so exciting. So we'll have to see what happens there. All right, I need a little squeegee. Oops, no, I need a mini squeegee. All right. And this is why it helps to have lots of little squeegees. Oh, I'm going to cover that before it dries. Takes a while for the chalk to dry, but I don't want it to get like a, it gets a film over it. So I try to cover them. It's no biggie if you don't. All right, so here I go. Taking a chance that I put these leaves in some sort of semblance. I'm just going to peek under here just to see. Okay, that leaf I'm not going to do. All right, I'm going to do over here. All right, I'm not doing that one. And again, I have no idea what this is going to look like. But I'm trying to put the leaves where I know the branches are. And I'm hoping that in my guesstimate, it doesn't come out too crappy. All right, I'm just, whoops, taking the extra off, putting it back. We'll see. I love making these things. It's so much fun because every time it can come out different. And every person could put their own little spin on it. Even however dark you put the, well, I'm going to put the paste in there because I started that one. So I'm going to, see, it doesn't matter if you, some people put the paste on darker, some people put it on lighter. So it's such an individual little craft. I love it. All right, peel this up and see what we got. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. Oh, I'm pulling it too far away. That really is coming out, darling. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Okay, so I put that that way. All right. Now I want to dry my leaves. We're almost done. Look at how fast it goes by. I guess everybody's busy tonight on a Sunday night. Only a couple people stopped by. I appreciate you stopping by. You want to give me some likes and love, I'd like that. And if you're stopping by for the replay, thank you so much. You can still like and share. You can make comments on YouTube, on the YouTubes. You'll see this also on my business page. All right. If you like what you see and you think you want to try this, let me know. I'll put you in my VIP group. Just put add me, comment add me. And if you think that you want to do this, you think that you maybe would have fun doing some sip and create workshops or running the business however you want to. It's super easy, super affordable. Let me know and just put more info. All right. I'm going to turn this on. 1 second. All right. That's nice and dry. And even though I'm not putting anything there now, I don't have to worry about it being all messed up if I touch it from being wet. All right, so now here's the other side of the transfer. Now remember, the transfer, when it came, it's set to be used round. It's set to be used to make a wreath out of it. So you do this half, and then you turn it around, and you do the other half. So I am showing that you can really make the project your own. I just had this thought in my head because this was a nice, inexpensive surface I picked up at Walmart. Like, literally, I think it was like $2. It was like nothing. And so you can get creative, and it doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. Especially if you're in my VIP group. Because in the VIP group, I offer singles packets with my transfer kits. And the reason that is so awesome and cool is because the singles packets, you can get a bunch of colors and you don't have to invest in full-size jars of paste. So that makes it really kind of cool too. Let's see, do I need anything down there? I don't think I do. Because, you know, if you love the product, hey, whatever. I shouldn't, I'm like the worst salesperson, but, you know, buying 3 jars of paste, it's, you know, it adds up. When I do my kits, you get a couple of colors in the kit, so you don't have to worry about, you just, you know, and they're not samples. They're definitely not samples. They're singles, and there's enough in there. I did a live where I did 1 B-size transfer with just 1, oops, that's stuck on the rope. There we go. With just 1 singles pack. So there is a lot in there. I really like the way it's going off the board over there too. It gives it some movement. Oh, my paste here is getting a little thick. When the paste is thick, oddly enough, the thicker the paste, the faster it dries. And so I could have spritzed a little bit of water in there. You can use a water bottle filled with distilled water. And I don't want to do that one there, because I don't want to cover up my words completely. Little distilled water in there if it starts to dry out. A little bit of cornstarch if it gets too thin, and really can extend the life of your chalk. Now I press this down kind of hard. I'm going to pull it up easily because I don't want it to pull up. All right, here we go. Look, look, look. Oh my gosh, that is just so cute. Okay. So now I'm just going to move this over here, just like I did with the other one. I'm not so concerned that it's going to ruin the transfer in any way, but I just want to give it a quick scrub because it makes it a little bit more challenging to wash it off when if you leave it sit for a while. And since I'm still going to be putting some oranges and stuff on my transfer, on my project, I don't want to leave it sit on there. And this is just a regular tub of water. It's nothing special. I use, we have these sponges that we sell. Super easy. Just a little sponge that we use. that we sell. They're super cheap. I mean, super affordable. Or you can use magic eraser. Magic eraser works just as nice. Just don't rub it so hard on the adhesive side, because it can actually pull the adhesive off, and you want to try to avoid that. Okay, so now I have that's all swiped off and nice and neat for me, and I feel better about leaving that sit there to dry. Now it's drying. Which way is it drying, people? It's drying with the sticky side up, always. All right, so I'm back. Now we get to close the green tape. Oh my gosh, green paste. I'm going to close the green paste here. And I have orange, yellow, and I'm just going to make the kind of green that I think is good for limes. All right. So what do I have? It's so cute. Here are little clementines and oranges and lemons. And I'm not going to use the leaves or the flowers this time. And then there's a lime. There's a lime. This is like a little, I guess that's a clementine too. I don't need those though. Well, maybe the smaller one will work better, but no. All right. Move this over here. Okay, so now I have my fuzzing cloth. I am going to place them on there so that they are readily available to me. That orange is kind of big. I'm wondering if maybe this clementine would not be a better idea. I'll put it on there and I will decide when I get to that point. Okay, so I have written the letter B on the back of these transfers so that I know to put the transfers back on the shiny side of the paper. I learned the hard way to actually do that. Somebody told me to do that in the beginning and I didn't do it, and a couple of my transfers got stretched out. They weren't ruined, but they did get stretched out. Okay, so I'm going to work with the little clementines. What are those tiny little orange fruits called? They're very bitter. They're not sweet at all. I can't remember what they're called. And I know the little navel is supposed to be by the branch, but I can't be married to that because of the way the branches are. So we'll just have to use our crafty imagination. Okay, here is my orange. Oops, so that's definitely thick. All right, that's too thick. That's not going to work. So I can show you real quick. Paste, water. That's it. You want to use distilled water, especially if you are not like me and use your paste on a daily basis, because what can happen is if you use tap water, if the paste sits for a while, it can get moldy, but with distilled water, it does not. So that's just a little. And this one actually is a little lumpy because this is from my first kit. I use this all the way through. This is my second jar, but I use this all the way through Thanksgiving. I mean, the fall. And so, boy, I had a lot of use from these jars because you get a lot of use out of the jars. Okay, I'm using a half a squeegee here. There's a little piece of leftover on there. All right, put some on here. I'll tell you, I'm ready for spring, that's for sure. Friday was such a tease. Such a tease. Okay, so there's 3 there. Look how cute. I think I want to put them so they're kind of like off here. Because I do like when it goes off the board a little. It really gives it a nice, just gives it a nice look. I don't know if I'm off camera way over here. If I am, I'm sorry. And you notice with these smaller transfers, as long as the paste has not dried in the transfer, you are good to go. I want the navel part to be by the branches. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. Okay, and I'm hoping that when I cover up that Y, that it's gonna be okay. Make sure. I wonder if this is on. Where is my? Yes, it's. I want to make sure that my my video is going live on publicly. I don't want to keep this a secret. Okay, so there we go. Oh, look how cute. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 little ones up there going off the off of the surface there. Just a little bit. All right. There we go. And I love how some of the transfers have the little dimples, you know, the way it did in the, with the branches there. It's kind of cool. Alrighty, there's that. Now I have a lemon. I'm only going to put 1 lemon on each side because, again, this is made to be a big transfer and I'm using it on a smaller surface. So I don't want to overpower my little project here. I can use a mini squeegee on that. Yeah, this is getting a little thick too. I have to spray that down, but I already have it on here, so I'm just going to do it fast. I find it funny how the things that we do with Chalk Couture almost seem contradictory to each other. You know, you take a sticky surface and you put fuzz on it and you think that that would ruin it, but it doesn't. And then you clean it off by putting it in water and you think that's going to ruin it, and it doesn't. And then the thicker the product, the faster it dries. Okay, which I guess that one kind of makes sense. My little crumbs. All right, where am I going to put this guy? I didn't dry these leaves. Let me see. All right, they're dry. Again, remember the difference between being dry and being set. Just because the transfer is dry doesn't mean it's set. So you don't want to go pressing and doing your layers with a lot of pressure, because if you do that, it will lift up the paste from the bottom, from underneath it, if you press on it too hard when it has been sitting for a while. There we go. All right, I'm just putting that over there so I don't have to worry about them going into water. That's all the lemons I want to do. And I am the queen of over embellishing, so I'm going to leave it at that. And now I'm just going to show real quick. Here is just, I'll clean this off. I don't want to clean that off later. Okay, here's just a little jar that I have, and I'm going to take a little bit of this darker green. I don't need a lot because the limes are small. Where's my lime? There's a lemon. There's the tangerine. Where did my lime go? Is it stuck on me? I'm missing my lime. How is that possible? That's weird. Well, I'm not going to do the lime if I don't have it here. Wait, is it here? No, that's the branch. Well, okay, I'm not seeing it on the floor. My lime has made a run for... Oh, I found it. Lime. All right, silly me. Okay, so I'm going to put that there so that'll be nice and ready to be fuzzed. So I'm just taking a little bit, just the tiniest bit, because like I said, the limes are small, so that's all I need. I don't probably even need that much. And I'm going to put it in a little cup. All right, and then I'm going to take the white and I'm going to use a squeegee because I don't want to walk over there for another stir stick. So I'm just going to take a little bit of white. That probably is too much, but, and I want to make it look like a lime color. And even though it really has been a while since I've seen a lime, I'm going with, I think that that's definitely becoming a lime color. And we do have a color kind of like that. It's called honeydew. Actually, the honeydew is not this light. I mean, it's not this green. Okay. The honeydew is much, much lighter. All right, so let's see if I've made enough to do 2 limes. Let's see. And if it's not 100% mixed, that's okay too, because it'll give it like a little bit of a marbleized look. I mean, limes aren't always pure green everywhere. All right, so here's my lime. Put the lime in the coconut. No, I'm going to put the lime on the tree. Put the lime. All right, so the lime. All right, I want to, that one's dry. That's not. Okay, I'm going to put the lime here. I think that that's going to look good. Sweetie. All right. Oh, somebody joined me. Hello. If you say hello, I'll be very happy. I feel very lonely here today. I see people, though. I see people stopping by, but nobody's making any comments. So, except for one person. I can't remember who it is. So, whoever you are, forgive me for not remembering. I'm sorry. Who is that? Is that Jamie? I think it's Jamie. Hello. I don't know if I said hello to you yet. Hello, hello. Glad you stopped by. I'm working with Chalk Couture. Love Chalk Couture. New product. Jamie, I can't remember where I know you from. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm terrible with names. I really am. It's awful. Okay, so now I'm going to peel it up and look, it's a lime. Oh my gosh. It's working for me. All right, I'm going to put this one down over here opposite the lemon. I don't want this one to hang off. I want this one. Hi, Alessandra. How are you? Honey, I haven't seen you in forever. I'm working with oranges. Look at my squeeze the day. I'm having fun with this one. This squeeze the day is a giant transfer. And I didn't think that I was going to like it. And I worked with it and I fell in love with it because I found it so versatile. I really was like, wow, that is such a cool transfer. So now I'm doing all kinds of things with it. So there I am, squeeze the day. And I just made my own little lime color because I don't like the green that I had for that. Oh, look how cute that is. Okay, so there's that. Now I do have the little clementines, but I don't know if, hi hon, I don't know if the clementines are necessary. You know me, I have this tendency to over embellish. And so I'm kind of thinking I like the way that looks just the way it is. I have these little clementines here and I don't know. Yeah, super busy. You and me both. It's been crazy. I'm just getting back to doing lives. I had a big show last week and it just, the week before. And it took me a whole week to recover. And now I have another show this coming up Sunday. But the fun thing is that one is not, I have a lot of stuff already ready for that. So it's not going to take a lot of work. All right, I'm just going to move this over here. And in order to appease the creativity in me, who is just dying to put something on the top of that, because I feel like it's naked. It's naked, it needs something. All right, I think I want to use... what do I want to use? Green. Maybe this darker green, because I haven't used a darker green yet. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. This is parakeet. No, this is the darker green I'm going to use. All right. So I'm going to take this darker green and let me see if it is thick. This one's doing okay. It's not as thin as I would like, but I'm only doing a little branch, so it's okay. I'm running into overtime. Where am I? I have like 3 minutes to go. Because I want to watch The Crimes of Grindelwald with my husband. Because he bought it for me as a cool gift. And I was so happy that he did. Okay. So. All right. If you're watching on the replay. On the YouTubes. If you're watching there. I would so appreciate it. If you would just. Make a comment. Or share. Oh my gosh. YouTube and Facebook are all about the sharing. So that helps me. It helps my little business get out there. Oh, you know what? I can make it even to here. Squirrel. Here we go. Squirrel. I can't see it because there's a shadow. The shadow knows. Boy, I am showing my age to even know what the shadow knows. Just going around there. Again, I was saying before how I like that when it goes off of the... when it goes off the board, like the little oranges and the leaves, I think it gives it movement. I like the way it looks. And so I have no idea what color these little branchy things should be. I have never seen an orange tree up close and personal. So if there are any orange farmers out there and this is wrong, please forgive me. These might be purple for all I know, but I'm going with green because I figure green is safe. Green or brown would have been safe, but they have these little buds, so I didn't want to make it brown. I wanted to make it green. And I'm going to pull as much off of here as I can simply because I don't want to have to wash this. I just want to be able to use it again. And so when I scrape it off, that helps with that. That definitely helps with that. All right, I'm going to peel this off here. There we go. Oh, that's kind of cute, right? That's definitely cute. Probably should have gone off the board there, but oh well. And now this one's going to go the other way. So I think, uh-oh, don't touch that one. I could go back. I don't want to cover up the letters too much. I want that to go off. Oh, I left some green behind on my white letters. No! She over embellishes again. It's all good. It's all good. Maybe this will... And I just put my finger in that. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Ah! Donna. Need to think these things through. What are you going to do? It's not ruined. There we go. So cool. All right. And there you have it. Maybe that little orange could be up there. Am I over embellishing, people? Tell me. Because that looks funny now. All right. My last thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to dry that real quick. Womp womp. Okay, I'm going to put the oranges here, like they're coming off the branches. Again, I have no idea if this is accurate for an orange tree. I have never seen an orange tree up close, so I don't know. Orange growers of America, please do not send me rude texts, rude messages. Tell me that my oranges are wrong. It's my own little world. This is where my oranges are. And again, if I hate this, awesome. Guess what? I can just wash it off. If I'm careful, I would be able to wash that right off of my board without even a problem. All right, so I did that. I'm going to peel that off very carefully. All right, little oranges. I think it looks better than being nothing there. And there you have it. There you have it. This is the small project that you can do with the giant Squeeze the Day transfer. And if you stick around for 2 seconds, I'm going to show you what you can do with the larger, using it in a larger way. So this was my small version of Squeeze the Day. I think it came out so adorable. I love it. All right. And here is, drum roll, oops. Here is what inspired me. Okay, so this is a tray that I made for a show last week. This is on a Joanna Gaines tray from Target that I picked up super on sale. And I was so excited to have them. And when I got my Squeeze the Day, I didn't like it. I was like, I'm not too thrilled. But now look how pretty this came out. I am in love with this. This probably is not being sold to anybody, because I love it that much. I really do. And who doesn't need an orange tray? A tray with oranges and lemons. Okay, so I am done here tonight, people. I'm so glad that you guys stopped by. Get hearts and likes and checks and all that fun stuff. I appreciate it. If you want to take a look at some kits that I have with bunches of different colors that you can choose in singles packets to get a couple of projects done without having to invest in the full-size jars, ask to join my VIP group. Just type in the comments, add me, and I will add you to my VIP group. If this is something you think that you'd be interested in, I would love to be your sponsor. I'd love to have you on my design team. That would make me so happy. I have a nice little team going. We are going strong. Every month it gets better and better. Last month was actually the best month that I have. My team is amazing. I love them so much. And I appreciate them so much. So, super easy company. If that's something you think you want to do, just type in the comments more info and I will get that to you. Everybody have a spectacular week. Don't hate Monday too much. All right. Have a good one, people. Bye-bye.